Welcome to Reparenting Tuesday. Okay. Now, we have to start. Niko nakuuliza kama ika hivi. Ya mkae hapo nitengenezwe. Nitengeneze tu.
Oh gosh.
Nitengenezwe.
Tauruses. We have a Taurus in the house. They're the most stubborn people you'll ever come across.
It's time for makeup, you know. Hii side nayo ni aje mama.
The side is okay.
Kwani kuna iko hivyo.
Akwitulute. Neru niko gwathi na mbere. Haha ni haha.
Si unianze tena. Acha nitengenezwe tena. The whole nimepata msee wa makeup. Niko na studio makeup artist. We are growing.
Ladies.
The behind the scenes. The behind the scenes. As you get ready with me as do reparenting. Najua saa hizi vitu watu kufanyiwa. So we never got self-care from our parents. Sasa ukipata bibi ama girlfriend, sumbua yeye kabisa. Na hita yeye unamwambia nikate kucha ya miguu.
Kuna kitu kama hiyo. Ladies msikubali.
Ambia akukate kucha ya
miguu. Send them
miguu.
back to their mothers to receive that.
Unamuita unamwambia sasa I lacked parental love, kwa hivyo sasa hurutira.
Sasa unataka kukaa Tuareg.
Unajua nimepitia huko kwote. You know, I've been there, done that. I've been to all these places. You know, I've been to all these places. Ah, yes. It's coming on nicely. Some kombucha, please. You know, I'll be sipping on something. Niwekee some kombucha. Unajua ni Parenting Tuesday. It's a marathon. You know what I'm saying? It's a marathon. It's a marathon. So we're gonna need some what do you call it? Something to sip on. Na biashara imeanza. Business has started. Naona kuna watu wana WhatsApp ordering for products. Now, growing up, most of you, the way you have been growing up, you look at your neighbors. When you are talking of what you call generation wealth, you look at your neighbors, you're like, guy, make kinyumba kinene. Wako na kinyumba kikubwa. Or you look at them like, guy, uliona, wamefanya. So, we look at generational wealth when we are growing up, like it's about having a gate. Let me share this live on my socials because how do you do this? So you go here. Ati nimaragurire kinyumba kinene mono. Wako na kinyumba kikubwa sana watu. Wako na kinyumba. Wako na manyumba. Sasa nimefanya nini? What have I done? So, take me away. Let me share this live as we continue. So, you say that when you have money, or we look at having money, or we look at what you call ido, modo. Like that is what we call generational wealth, aka that is what we want to pass down to our children. Copy the link. So, but generational wealth, gana otoga. Okay? That is not what generational wealth is. Generational wealth is, why do you want to end the live? Cancel. The cancer. Generational wealth, no, cancel. Generational wealth is magai. What are you going to leave, or what are you passing on to your children? Okay? Niki ukagayo ni ciana ciaku. Niki ungigayo apart from the money. Okay? What can you leave to your children? That was on which page now? This is that is WhatsApp business. Niki ungigayo, what can you leave to those children? Niki ungimatigira. So this is what we'll be talking about. What is more important? It is the money. Is it the money? Because hata mkiachiwa pesa and you are broken and done, haitawasaidia. Let me go and drop this link here. This page, which page is this? Spiritual rebirth in Africa. In Africa, the land. Drop the link here and tell the niggas we live. Join for reparenting. Join for reparenting. And shout out to all the people who have inherited something more valuable than what you call money. So if you grew up in a home where there was what you call apologizing and repair after conflict. So most of you have grown up in homes whereby there was a lot of domestic violence, aka your father and mother are fighting every day. Physical violence. They are breaking cups, they are breaking everything to the point up to date. Mtu akingongesha mlango unasikianga tumbo imejaa maji. You're like, wow. Naambia mtu acheni kugongesha mlango hivyo. I'll give you an example. I like using examples that are daily to day examples. Huyu Munjiru mnaona hapa. There's a time Munjiru alikuwa anaenda town na matatu ngapi? 3. Akiingia gari 105, huyo driver akienda tu apige brakes vibaya ama swerve in a certain way, anaambia conductor nishukishe tafadhali, because should get such panic attacks, anxiety, roho yake inapiga. So anashuka hiyo matatu, anaingia ingine. 2 to 3 matatus. But she didn't know where the anxiety was coming from, and still she started doing her own shadow work. Then we discovered that it was the physical violence that used to happen in her home. Juu their father ni mwenye alikuwa anakuja, is my father-in-law, Ishishiara. This is for teaching purposes only. It doesn't mean that I have anything against them, but they will have to heal. These men have to heal. So our parents, most of your parents are very toxic. Nikio muraiguire Jemaima akimwira o millennial heho. Muihurete heho. Okay? Trauma. O millennial heho ya Jemaima. Look at it like trauma. So Jemima, the best way she can put it to you, because she can't tell you, she doesn't even know how to deal with it. Ne o millennial heho. To the point that, anyway, that's for another day. So, generation wealth that you can leave your children. Gana kiria ugigaira ciana ciaku stories ugite nima, our father was a great man, so they can speak greatly about you, therefore upraise you. Uguo niguo ngiteithia na mauga twina ngomi citu, uguo niguo ngiteithia ngomi yo hau. Tigutinda umiririkanaga na maria yekaga moru, by remembering only the good things. Okay? For example, if you want to know where your ancestors are, as you mwitaga ancestors, ugenda kumenya ngomi icio mugaga gana si handu hega gana handu horu, all you have to do is feeling. Where are you feeling it? So for example, if you think about your grandfather, what is the feeling that comes to you? Do you feel happy? Do you remember your grandfather and feel happy? Gana uririkana guka wanyu kauga akiuishe, akishosho, akiuishe, akialiumia. Then that tells you where their spirit went. Because when you die, when you move away from this world, you will go into your memory. With the memory of not what you were doing, tikiria wekaga, gana uria wekaga. You get the difference. It's not what you do, it's how you do. AKA, let's say in this particular moment, you are someone who was a very abusive person. You used to abuse your family, na vitu kama hizo. So when you move into the other world, or when you die, or when you transform, you are going to go into that memory. Now, assuming that the location you are born in, okay, you are born in a location that has got war going on. So by default, you'll be born to either become someone mwenye atakuwa na tesa watu, torture. You get what I'm saying? So it's not what you do, it's how. So you are going to go into that memory as a memory. So whatever representation that will look like, let's say you reincarnate, hado au thige kiro ke iguru, uthige kiro gya thi. What you call reincarnating into a lower being. So kama ni kitu ilikuwa inateswa, this is now when you find yourself, either if you are paying back your karma, umezaliwa kama punda. Uhoragwo muthenya tondu kuri funda, kuna punda ndio, hakuna shida. We have donkeys, they are working. Shout out to all the asses out there, we call them an ass. A donkey is called an ass. Now, bado kwa maisha ya punda, kuna punda inaishi vizuri, kuna punda inakula animal feeds, kuna punda hiyo gari yake imeenda imetengenezwa na daktari amewekewa, kuna punda on the same vibe iconokite ngingo imewekwa magunia za nylon. Mwendede da kumenya gana ikonia uria na irunire ra mere ya gana guku niritwo ni ikonia. Shout out to bunda cia Njoro, Jawatho, Bondeni, Fiave, Poster, all shout out to all the donkeys in Nakuru County na cia Limuru. So you are still a donkey, but one donkey is suffering more than the other. Egiona dire yare go hooves inaenda zikikaribia. So mateso different, egihoragwo na suma, egesinagwo na mwaki. You get what I'm saying? Egihoragwo na meigua. So different, same donkey. Shout out to the talking donkeys in the Bible, but different representations. As for you also in your human existence is the same thing. Ate when you get incarnated into the other shape and form, or incarnated, because there are three forms. You can either carnate, go into a new form, incarnate into a new shape and form, but on a higher existence, or reincarnate gusokera, aka ikiro kiu kingi no umethe no utuike nderi kurera agu, where now you don't even need a body. Maybe you are just like the clouds or just like the weather, or ikiro icio nyingi mai ma mithemba mingi. Water exists in so many different shapes and forms, not just the states that you see here. Hapa unaonanga liquid, solid, steam, what you call vapor, but water exists in each and every dimension or realm or ikiro ona kuone kuri mai existing in different shapes and forms. Now let's talk about the generational wealth, because this life is all about reparenting. So the new generational wealth that we are talking about, because we said we're in the age of Aquarius, na ithuĩ twĩ kuo, sisi ndio tuko. And you have to understand that the world we are in, remember tulikuanga na typewriters, right? Typewriters were a big thing. Secretary ahoraga typewriter wo ta 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 ta, agatindika kamasini kau ding, tak 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 ding, agakira ribbon. And it was one of the most coveted jobs as a typewriter. Waiguane secretary wa ofisi ya thirikari. Secretary used to be the slay queen. Hakuna mtu wako anakula secretary. Kama tanti yako alikuanga secretary, alikulwa na kila mtu. Okay? Secretary was the job that was most admired. Any lady who used to type that typewriter, mama yote alikuwa anagonga hiyo kitu tak, na amevaa tu miwani hapa tak, anachukua page nyingine anaweka, unasikia kila karibu. That was the in thing. But do you use a typewriter today? No. Are we still typing? Yes, on your phones. Now you have wordplay, you have wordpad. Now you have what you call speech to text. You don't even need to type. Speech to text, unaongea tu, you know what I'm saying, inaandika tu transcript. So we are in a new world, same world, but in a new area, in a new location. Now, being a reparenting Tuesday, I won't go too deeper into this because this came the other day, how we have, okay, let me touch on it a little bit. The sea, what you call the tides, or what you call the rising sea levels. I want to take you deep now. The rising sea levels, there's nothing with the rising sea levels. Every time we have a rising sea level, it's not the sea level gutire global warming dokana hani kure global warming. We will never have global warming because we have never gotten to the PM of the day, aka when you look at time atujai atafika saa 6 ya dunia. Sasa ndio tuko around 11:35 hapo. Kwa hivyo nitire ya hiyo cia de githi tuge ati thi neka ati ni yagĩa global warming how tiho turi. Tusoke reparenting, wachana hiyo story kwanza. So the new generation of wealth that we want is where people are apologizing. Okay? This is the new wealth. Haria ate, now you can see people truly apologizing. I am wrong. Okay? So there is repair after conflict. So there was conflict, but now there is repair. So the other person is putting in an effort to repair after the conflict. They are able to realize, wait a minute, I started this, it was uncalled for, it was not necessary, I was triggered, I was going through my own triggering, I still need to heal from vitu siku nimejua bado, I still maybe felt that I needed that kind of, that was familiar to me, so conflict was familiar, calling people names or exchanging. So this is a totally new world where I'm not used to being no fights. So now you repair and you apologize. So that's the new generation where that we are talking about, where your children, mtoto anakukosea, okay, instead of violence anakuja anakuambia truly, unaona mpaka mtoto unaona yenyewe ako remorseful, anakuambia out of nowhere, unasikia amekwambia awa I'm sorry, unamwambia for what, anakuambia you know the other day you were telling me to go and brush and I was not going to brush and I saw you were not happy. Yani genuine. That is what we are calling the new generational wealth, where mzazi wako akikupigia simu, you actually want to pick your mother's phone or father's. Yani mzazi akikupigia unataka kuchukua. Nowadays most of you, 90% of you, when your parent calls, you are like, sasa nataka nini huyu? Norahora ni mami tareke wigwe reu. Haro. Didi yako ile ng'ombe ni ndo arureu. Sasa ajui mashida yako, pengine hujalipa shule, hujalipa nyumba. You get, so we need a new generation of wealth passed down to the children, where when you get a call from your parent, nireda kuyathi moya musiari. Most of you are so wounded. O millennial heho nigo murero neje maima, which is all trauma. You want, imagine your parent anakupigianga simu, you're like, nikiyo reu. Imagine in 2024, your own parent unamwaga material ni kujenga, unajenga mahali, unamwaga material ni gwakora akarigi nduri Kenya wi Ruraya. Mamu wanyu akarehe ngari agathamia mahiga na material ati athi gwaka kindu enda gwaka, uhuragirwo ni foreman. Haro mathari ni ukuongera muthanga na maiga tondu mamu wanyu arari haha arauga ati anga ni enda gwaka kioroi na aroka ngari arakuwa mahiga, na we wi Ruraya gucaria mbeca, wi Dubai ugiscrap cioro na kiria kingi. So the new generation of wealth, and the only way we are going to get there is if we heal ourselves. We heal by healing, working on our traumas, and this is shadow work. Is until you leave this world. Ukanahendi yote niweka shadow work. There's a lot of spiritual teachers uko wanadanganya ati ukuje sijui ukule mushroom umepona. It is up to the day you leave this world. You will be doing shadow work every day. Once you outgrow something, a memory, when you leave it behind, there will always be the same energy coming through another way yenye ujaiona. You'll be tested and tried. Okay? We need a generation of wealth whereby watoto wetu wakituona, they can see the respect we have between ourselves, the parents. Because wewe in your own generation ujaiona babako na mamako wameheshimiana. There is no respect between your father and mother. Unafikanga hivyo naweza eko mami nyoko na kuthi umroe na ku mugoda. You have driven all the way. Shania wathi kuona aciari uriti shopping hau. Mamu wanyu agoka kenyita mahindi ni mwakinya ona ndangiguteng'era ni mwakinya keingire iriko muruge na ni mukumurite ni guka muroka ni mukurite. Imagine ulikuwa umeambia mamako, let me give you a story. I want to tell you a story. You're supposed to respond story yo. Ni sawa. I want to tell you a story. Respond. Unafaa kusema story yo. I want to tell you a story. Nimesikia Kariha amerespond. So now, tulikuwa tunaenda kwa my auntie, me and my mom. Nimejaza gari mafuta. Nimeambia my mom, pigia anko simu bradhake, umwambie tunakuja. Tunaenda Emali. Sasa hiyo amehamia Emali. Nimejaza gari mafuta. Nimefanya shopping. Kwanza naambia mom, tungeenda kufanya shopping na huko kwa sababu kubebesha gari mizigo itakuwa. My mama anauliza kwa nini unawafanyia shopping, inatosha na aje hiyo raho mia gari. Na mwambie leo unakuwa ni kule supermarket, tuweke tukagura nako. Ujue saizi my mama ameingiza maroho. Aliko kila brother ya kwa shopping. Unajua your parents. Ndio sisi na gari. Emari, tukiendagĩria itũngũrũ kũu. Nĩ tũhũrire thimũ tuga nĩ tũroka. So the wife ya brother yangu anajua tunakuja. So anatutime, ni mjanja sana, anatutime, anaangalia masaa, anajua saizi wanaweza kuwa mmefika wapi? Tuko Machakos. Anafanya masaa, anajua kujeni tu nyinyi mtanijua. So tumefika Emari, anakaa akipiga simu, nauliza mama, nasikia mama anasema hata tumefika hapa Emari ndio tunakuja. My mama akaniambia na tugore makara. Nashindwa ati makaa tena. My mama ananiambia ni hatukugura makara iko ni yarimo ugo gana 11. Ngambia mama ni ndiragurira andu makara. Maikara makara-ini guku ndia magurira makara niguo njikite shopping. My mama ananiambia anjira makara mau nimo marathi kuruga. What? Yani I've been driving for 2 hours. Na hiyo makara ndio itaenda kunipikia. Kana mami tuthi tukure hale makara 11 mo tumenunua makara simu ingine. Hello. Na mukena mugate na iria guku ti kido mungiria. My own uncle's house. Haya. Tukanunua. Now, nimeanza kushindwa. Hata nimekuja kufanya nini all the way? Why was I even wasting my fuel? I should have used that fuel to take my girlfriend for a sundowner or something. Okay? So, tumedrive, tumefika, tulifika. Unaona hiyo makaa tulikuwa tumebeba. Unaona hizo vitu tulikuwa tumebeba. Ndio walianza kupika nazo. Mimi nikapark pale nje kwa kamuti. Nikatoka nikajifanya naangalia kuku. Mko na toshui. Anautigerejo kuku. Mko na toshui. I went to the city hapo. Hizi towns zinakuanga tu za kawaida. Nikatembea huko, nikaenda kuangalia town. Wakapika. So my mama ananipigia. Doki ore. Nikamwambia mimi mama nimeshiba. Nilienda hapo kwa hoteli nikaingia nikakula mandazi na chai na mayai. Kaambia mama nini? Ati asante. Aya, kwani ulikuwa umekula? Hutaki kukula kwa aunti yako? Hapana aunti. Nilikuwa nimekula. So my mama aliniangalia hivi akajua hapa siwezi ongea. I won't talk here. So the new generation of wealth is respecting or witnessing what you are calling respect between your parents. Wazazi wako wakiheshimiana. Hata kama they are no longer together. Our parents are all separated. Wewe mamako alitoka kwa babako. Wewe babako alitoka kwa mamako. In their 60s hata wakai pamoja. And even if they are staying in the same home, hawakaanishangi. Babako kazi yake ni kuamuka, anaenda Mong'etho. Mamako kazi yake ni kuamuka. Kuna wale wa mama up to date, they are very special. Wanaitangwa divas. Okira gage thaba kwa ya hadi bag alioko hwaini. In her 60s hakuna mtu anajuanga kwenye ameenda. Afadhali ya join guild ya kanisa. She's married to the church. She doesn't care about that home. So we need to start caring about new generational wealth where we are seeing respect between our parents. Now, because that is not coming back, you are toxic parents. Where kama ni millennial, your parents, 90% of your parents are totally toxic. Hata kama anajifanya amekupenda, I'm very sure you have a scar from your parent. Your parent has scarred you. Uko na kilema unaangalianga hivi unasema unajua ni mami wangu thire haha. No ni baba wangu thire. You are scarred. Kilema wangu thire ni baba wanyu na mami wanyu. That is your parent. Those are the new generational wealth that we need to be seeing. Respect between those parents. Hata kama they are not together. Meaning, wewe saizi unafaa kuheal to the point. Even if you are not together with whoever you will be. When the children look at you, they can see the respect. Hello, where are you? I was thinking of traveling. I found some Kigongi. Ndaenda Diani for a week. So I can leave the child with you for a week. Anakuletea mtoto. You are no longer together. Si uko na mtu mwingine. Na unabaki na watoto. Anaenda kuchapa wa miti. And it's very okay. Wengi wenyu hamwezi hivyo. Muliachana. But you feel like ni kama utakufa. Ukisikia bibi yako ako na mtu. Na muliachana. Unasikia kogoroka. Na wakautigasi ya na hadhi umaraya. Let her go get the dick or whatever she wants. We have to be in a new shift, in a new world where there's no pressure to fulfill what you call your family's desires. Family yaku ndigi kuhe thayo, ukaikari, ukagia mwanari, every time ukitembea ukaigua, niona na siko na hau. Ate ata, ndona gara ha siko. Ndionete siko niki mamu oti ndokije siko ni aragire kana kage ena tu rora ciana itanaganda ena tutatu na ngora ciana ciendaga kunyitithanio kari kihoro cio kahuruka. So the new generation of wealth that we need to be seeing is places where you are not pressured to fulfill your family's desires. Icio nĩ desires yao. Uciare ukire ngara na kamwe. Icio nĩ desires yao. Ucoke urere naki, uthomithie naki. Gia ciana irio kuhota kurera. You can send them to international school na vitu kama hizo. So we are in a position, for example, I like using me as an example. Nyambura, she's a Leo sign. She plays music instrument. The other day we were having a back and forth. She's learning French in school. She has taken Japanese. Atida oko akeina mikonina kanjo, sitonika kanjo. I'm like, what is that? Ati Nissan anajifunza kuhesabu in Japanese. I'm looking at the mom like, kwani tuna relocate Japan? The mom is like, so we have to allow our children to follow their own paths. Ako in gymnastics, ungeniona hapa Sarakasi Dome, anafanya sama huko, anajikunja huko. Look, anafanya somersault. I cannot deny that. It's only 500 shillings Sarakasi every Saturday, kuanzia saa 3 mpaka saa 6. So I have to take her to Sarakasi Dome. Afanye soma, pengine atafanya soma aone, wachana hii, pengine something stroked her. It's just 500 shillings a Saturday. And fuel. Hiyo ni fuel ya 700 hapa kuenda na kurudi. You get what I'm saying? Or another international place is 22,000 for 3 months hapa Kiambu Road. Afanye soma na wazungu. You get what I'm saying? So the new generation of wealth is allowing our children to follow their paths. Do you know how many of you have broken dreams? Do you know how many of you are stuck in jobs that are taking they are killing you every day? Na no ko ni ungiare muini ru ratuinira ria wi so now you are old niguo rageria kuina when you are old, so you cannot even sing your own music. You can only do redemption. We otidoge tuinira guku nigugeira ciana ikondege akwea kito nginya ona ni uhitukitwo ni mahinda ma constructive ma gutunga nyimbo njeru. Why? You are not allowed to follow your own path. Now you are old and bent, ndio unakuja kufanya redemption za music. Let's start normalizing what you call new generation with the new world. No, in future, when people look back, they'll be looking back at what were those people known for. Then you'll be known as the people who allowed the fruit of your labors, the fruit of your loins, your descendants, sons and daughters, your thoughts and feelings. You allowed them to become what they want. Look at white people. Mi naambianga mnashina mkisema ya dogo mwake maitu copy the good things from them. Look at them. Look at how they empower their children. He's doing sculpturing. He joined one of the best art schools. Unashindwa ati mtoto yani alienda art school. Alienda art school kufanya art. Saizi amemodernize. Ati amefanya nini? Amemodernize. Ako wapi? Ako art, but ako kwa computer. Anauza vitu zinaitwa NFT. Wewe hata ujui NFT ni nini? Uko hapo, can you buy into some NFT? What is NFT? NFT is digital art. Unaingia unasikia kuna mtu ni dollar millionaire doing NFT. Sasa nyinyi wa Afrika, ni nini inawasumbua? We grew up in homesteads where we are competing as children. Dadako wana compete na wewe kupata upendo kutoka kwa mamako. Children competing for love from their parents. Those are our siblings. Sistako ukitoka kwenye tu mkitoka sistako amepiga simu. Hello. Mom, didi yakwirete wajiko. No ria hejete ndirakwiraga ni uramuria gane korwa ararwarite gane stress ya kawaida. Yani wazazi wana gossip na watoto wao. Competition. So instead of supporting each other, competition, even your own government sometimes needs money injected. Kenya Airways inainjectiangwa pesa, inaenda loss inainjectiwa pesa. People sometimes need boosting in your businesses ama whatever they are doing for them to raise up. We are coming from families where ogutahuo, utigoiti na itheri, uigatwo nyumba, ciana ciaku cikio ja, nothing. Now your siblings ni millionaire. Why? Competition. O milenio heho. Niguo mwiro neje maima. Trauma. The trauma that you inherited from your parents. There is no wealth. Because wealth is inherited. And wealth is not money. There is generational wealth. We are not talking about money hapa. Wealth is not money. Wealth is the well-being of yourself. You are growing up in a home where the siblings, the children are not in competition for love. They are supporting each other. Unasikia mtoto akikwambia, mom, tunaenda kuona nani akicheza basketball. That kind of, look at the white people. Look at how, I'm not saying you copy them, but look at how they grow, look at how they support their family. Wewe, niambie siku moja babako alikuja kukuangalia ukicheza game moja hivi shule. Ulikuwa unajifanya wewe ndiye mkimbiaji sana kwa shule. Tell me one day your parents came visiting. Hakuna. You don't even show up for your own children. Unakuanga very busy. Ati mko na sport day siku gani? Unajua mama hiyo kasiku, sinajua mama I have to work. No, shut up. Hiyo kazi yako inakusaidia na nini? Go and support your children. Go and support your children. That is the kind of world we are talking about. Generational. It's all mental. It has to come from within. Na ni lazima upone. You have to heal your traumas for you to get to a position where you're comfortable enough to go and support your own children. We have been witnessing tukigrow our parents betraying each other. So you has to change. So don't allow your children to grow up where they see you betraying each other. Ati umepeleka bibi yako polisi. Yani, you had a business together, a pharmacy, iko na M-Pesa, sijui iko na nini, as a couple. All of a sudden, because sasa amwezi sikizana, ati mko kotini. Ati mtoto anaamuka asubuhi anasikia mamake ameenda kotini, amepelekwa na babake. Kotini. Yani it has to go to court. Huyu anasema tuuze hii business, inaitwa aje? What do you call that stupid way of selling a business? Goodwill. Munaenda kotini, munaenda kwa chief. Watu walikuwa couple. Imagine, yani your children are looking at the parents like, yani baba unapeleka mama kotini juu ya duka. Yani mama, yani betrayal in the city happening when you are seeing. Don't allow that with your children. We are in a world where you shouldn't, wacheni back and forth ati baba wanyu ni arokire aredia ng'ombe. Mamako she broke her back akikatia operation. Onogeruta karia kiria ikombe igiri. It's actually better to buy milk kuliko kuweka hiyo ng'ombe. Na mtaacha hiyo ujinga. Watu wa Meru, stop this. If there's a Meru watching me, usiingie into that trap. Hata nyinyi wa Kikuyu, if your cow is not making economic sense, stop breaking your mom's back. Ndiwe kithie mamu wanyu ithabu, mam, otwara iria suva cigana, urihagwo suva cigana mweri 45, andika suva 45. Muguragirwo ate iria riu ni maratugurira wega kwi ni maratuguragira ciringi 10, maratugurira ciringi 16, andika ciringi 60 ka ithabu riu. Mam, ng'ombe no ĩrĩa irio cigana atia? No na Paula ndirĩte hang'ani andĩke rĩa makonia maigana. Fanya economic sense, ambie mam ndarora ndona ng'ombe ĩno rĩ nĩ gũkũraga ĩrakũraga ĩno. Iria rĩo rĩtiramĩki. Rĩu nĩ ngũkĩendia ng'ombe mũciĩ ũtarĩ ng'ombe ona mam. Tiga gũtuĩka ng'ombe. Reke ngũtũmagĩre mbeca. It's about time you stay soft era mam. Wĩhakage Yolanda, ogo nĩ gũtũire Yolanda. Mam, wĩhuhagĩrĩrie Yolanda. Wĩhakage rĩndĩngĩ ogo nĩ gũtũire rĩndĩngĩ. Ndĩ kũrahĩra thabuni wa Rexona ogo nĩ gũtũire thabuni wa Rexona. Let her in her soft era. Si ati anakatia ng'ombe babako anakuja baba wanyu ni arendirie ng'ombe. Mam, ng'ombe ratuagĩra hau. Your own parents are betraying each other. And you know we leave our patterns. We leave our patterns. And most of you, hiyo ndio umeanza kurudia. Ndio hiyo mmeanza kurudia. You don't, unataka nikuonyeshe venye unarudia. Mnafungua joint account na bibi yako, unakuja unatoa pesa yote. Ujauza ng'ombe yake? Ujauza ng'ombe yake? Mnafungua joint account na bwana yako. Unakuja unachukua sijui umeenda kununua nini huko, pesa inaenda. You have grown up in lazy homes. You have never seen exercise. Babako, no, ni arthritis aturana tutawa. Arthritis, why? He was always sitting down. Start normalizing active lifestyles for yourself. Your own children will thank you. Utikarikare yokaigwa vanyu akuria ya mahindi haretwo nuga best gukite gukomera gatanda ke haka nogore mugongo. No, your father thought exercise is for fools. The same way wewe, we in 2024 you don't work out. 2 minutes of sex, heart attack. Na sasa hiyo kwanza unatoa jasho, mazee leo nimekulana 2 minutes. Unafuata ile masomo ya America ya ujinga. Ati more than 2 minutes ni show off. hiyo ya kibe. At spending more than 20 minutes with a woman, hiyo ni show off. Mwanaume anakuwa huko nje akitafuta pesa. Si unatafuta pesa juu ya mama na wasichana? Why do we make money? We make money for the opposite sex, to go on holiday, to gift them, to stay a good life. Okay? So start normalizing movement in your day. Start walking in the evening. Kuja park hiyo gari, ambie mama, ndako ile twa sport shoes, and then you hapa Decathlon, stiri goro na siwika lami ya Kenya. Let's go for a walk. Because if you don't change, we are going to live the same generational causes and trauma our parents lived. We are going to live the same generational traumas and karmas and curses that our parents lived. Na zinajirudia, but in a modern way. Uwezi iona, si ulinunua golf. Ona dukota githi utari na gari. Unarumagia gari ukagira mugate. Unafikiria ni mjanja sana ukikula mkate yeast. Hormones. Now your girl is 8 or 9, like my daughter. Ametoa matiti. Hormones. Yeast. Mukate. If you don't change this bullshit, and it has to start with you, wewe mwenyewe. It has got nothing to do with the other people. Wachana huko nje. The moment you're in your home, that's your abode. Wewe ndio the high priest of that house as the man. Bibi yako ndiye mwenye covenant. Niwe mwenye kigogona. Wewe niwe mugogoni. You are the priest. The priestess is your wife. The children now are under that circle, the trinity, where you have the high priest, wewe, and the priestess, your woman, and now your children. Before you even move out of your gate utoke huko nje uanze kuinteract with the whole world, start at home. Anza nyumbani. That's where the healing starts. Before you even move out there, interact with, anza nyumbani. And you will have to, it's hapa hakuna cha tafadhali. Men, you will have to grieve. That is how men cry. Arume matiriraga. Maitaga maithori. You will have to grieve all the pain that you have stored inside you. The betrayals from birth, through relationships, the heartbreak that you underwent. You have to grieve all that out. You have to look for something. Sijui kama utajoin boxing. Very soon we are going to have a new boxing camp. I don't know what you have to join something where you let all that anger go so that you can be in a position where you can love, you can be open to love. You cannot love if you don't love yourself. Start by taking self-care of yourself. Then you can now love. You can now be someone lovely to the children. Your father is miserable. Why do you want to become your father? Your mother is miserable. Why do you want to become your mother? Babako anapiganga simu utake kuichukua. Juu unajua tu ni shida. And very soon you'll be there. Hawa watoto unashinda ukiona hapo Johnny Junior. Hata wao kuna wakati utakuwa unapiga simu wanaiangalia hivi because you are never present. Okay? So stop that. Ati I was about to follow you. Then ukaanza kuongea Kiturkana, ukabila. Can't Kenya stop tribalism? Go fuck yourself. Don't follow me. I don't want anyone following me. You should be here for the message, not follow me. Unifuate unifanye nini? Unikule. Tibongo finest. Toka hapa. Not even that language you are talking here. I was about to follow you. Like I'm about to care that you are about to follow me. That's how I'm about to care. Oh my God, he's not following me. Oh my God. Kwenda huko. Toka hapa. Enda ukahil trauma yako wewe. Go talk to your father or mother. Let me show you how much I don't care about you. I'm going to end this live and start another. So let's restart another one. We are sharing your vibe. Sawa. See you in the next one.